Hi all and welcome back to our channel TechnoMonk where we make ServiceNow easy. Okay, so in today's tutorial we'll be looking into what are the threats which are there when we are using UI policy or client script and how we can mitigate it out. So consider an example if on a user form you want to hide certain field out from certain set of users. Okay, so basically what we do we just remove the visibility of that particular field from the form. Okay, and what are the two best options for us? It's UI policy and client script. But have you ever thought that when you think from a security perspective, what are the threat involved? What are the vulnerabilities we can see when we use UI policy or client script? Okay, and how we can mitigate it out. So basically, in today's tutorial, we'll be focusing on that only. So as you can see on my screen, this is my personal development instance, and for this particular example, what we'll be doing, we'll go to our favorite incident table. So I will just go to incident, that open incidents, and in incident table, let's open this particular incident out. So I've created a field out there, okay, called admin notes. And basically what I want that this particular field should be visible only to the admins, okay, no one else. So this particular field should be visible to admins and we want to hide it from all the other people. So when we talk about this kind of use case, what is the first thing comes in your mind? UI policy, right? Because we don't want to do a lot of hard works over there. And the second option is client script. So let's do the same and then we'll see what exactly I'm talking about. So what we'll do, we'll right click on the same and we will do configure. In configure, we will go to UI policy. You can go to client script also. So whatever I'm telling right now, whatever discussion we are having with respect to UI policy, the same applies to the client script also. So I will not repeat the things, okay? You can simply extend the scope of this particular discussion to client script also. And what we'll do, we'll create a new client script and it's on incident table. We'll give a name as TechnoMonk. Let's TechnoMonk admin. I say availability. Okay, and we'll simply go with the script part only because we want to put the condition that this field should be visible only to the admins, no one else. So how we can do that? Okay. So I will just scroll down and we can put if g underscore form g underscore user. Let's do it this way. If g underscore user dot has role and we want to look for admin, then we will g underscore form dot set visibility. Visible will make, I just forgot the name of the field. Okay, so we'll keep it as this and I will make it true when it's admin, else we want it to be false, right? So we'll add the same condition and I will just copy this out, Control C, and in that else we'll add. I'm just taking in very basic example so that everyone can relate to it with these, and I will make it false. So basically what this script is doing, first of all, let me just grab the field name. So I can go to history, I can go to incidents. Okay, this particular, and we want the name of this particular field out, right? So we'll jump to our favorite extension, technical name. I'll just go to admins, C, and then what we'll do, just do pop. So that history, history, and we'll go TechnoMonks visible field. Okay, and we will simply add this field out there. Control V. So we want to play around this particular field only, and we will save this out. So now if we go to that particular form, okay, as an admin, right? Okay, so let's see what exactly we can see over there. So I will simply do one short thing. I will just close all the other tabs. Okay. Let's go to full screen, and now let's go back. I will go to that incident, and as currently I am logged in as admin. Okay, so let's see if that field is visible or not. Definitely that field is visible to us. Now let's impersonate to some other user. So I will just do, or I can simply copy sysid. Why? You will be coming, will come to know. And I can do impersonate, and let's do with Abraham Lincoln. Not an admin, right? So this particular field should not be visible to him. And we will search for that particular record. Could not search. Okay, with admins. Okay, fine. No issues. I forgot that he is not an admin. So incident, we'll go to the open incidents. We'll open the same incident, 009. And now that particular field is currently visible. It was visible for some time, right? Okay, that was also a clue. It's kind of threat that, okay, it was visible for some time and then it got disappeared. So for this particular user, it's not visible on the form. But if you have some coding knowledge, okay, and if you use extensions like SNUT also, okay, and if I do UH and hide, boom, that particular field is available now. Okay, and I can do whatever I want. Or in other way out, okay, I will just reload this form out just to remove this field. If you are not aware about this SNUT extension, then also what you can do, if you have some coding knowledge, if you go to inspect, okay, and if you look to this is the source code for this particular page, right? Okay, and if I just select the element, what was the element before that? Description. Okay, so here is the description, and here if you scroll down, table section, okay, this is the resolution information. If I go over here, we have to just search to some extent. Table, this is fine. So that particular information will be visible to us, okay, where I will be showing you in a second. So I will just go, I just want to have a pointer. Okay, this div, if you go to this div, inside this particular thing, body, not to that extent. Yeah, over here, you can see admin nodes. It's visible now, right? Okay, and if you have, yeah, you didn't see that, okay, yeah. It went to some great extent. Admin nodes. And if you have given the value over here, you can manipulate the values also for the same. You want to see that? Let's try that. Unhide. Okay, and if I do GGGGG, so that particular value will also get reflected over here, and you can simply play around that. If I do this, you can see all the information with respect to that field, which is not good at all, because you can manipulate. If you have some coding knowledge, you can simply manipulate the things from here and change the values, right? This is not what we want, right? So how we can mitigate this out? Okay, because if you are using a client script or UI policy, that would be the case. You can either see it using the extension unhide and putting the command as unhide, and it will show it on the form, or else you can go and inspect also and just manipulate the values like we did. Okay, so how we can mitigate it out? In order to avoid this kind of things, okay, the best possible solution is like you can go with the view rule. You can simply create a view and you can play around with the view rule. How you can do that? I can simply unimpersonate now, and now what we'll be doing, we'll just go to the now it will work, right? We'll go to that record first, and now we'll create a separate view for it. Okay, so I will just go configure form layout, and here there is a view, right? Currently it's the default view, but you can create your own view also. So there is a new over here. If you click on new, it will ask, sorry, I'm just creating a section. There's a default view, and here it's a new, right? So I'm creating a new view. So I will give us test view. Okay, I will create OK, and it will create a new view over here. Perfect. And now we will have that particular field out, right? Admin nodes, right? We can simply remove it out from the view. Now it's not there. We can save it out, and let's see how it works. Now, if you see, currently it's a default view. Okay, currently it's a default view. Now we don't want that, right? So we can change the view. We can verify it out. So if I go to the view, and if I go, where is the test view? So now a new view got rendered. That field is not visible for sure. And if I do Control I and hide now, that field is not there, right? Because the render view, the data which is pulled out from the database is completely dependent on this particular view out. Okay, and for this particular view, that particular field is not there. So it will not be accessible to the form. Okay, if you do inspect also, let's try it out. Inspect. If I go, and if it was below description, here you will find nothing. Yeah, you will find nothing over here. Perfect, right? So the information got removed. So one of the thing is like, if we use view, you can safeguard that information, right? But we are not focusing over here. What was the problem statement? The problem statement was like, when a user is not admin, okay, that time that particular field should not be there, but other times it should be there, right? So I'll just go back. I will set it to default view. What we can do, we can create a view rule. How we can create a view rule? So for that, you can simply go to the filter navigator, and you can type view rule. Under system UI, there's a view rule, and you can define a new view rule. So how? You can simply go to new. I'll give name as TechnoMonk. Let's go to advanced. Okay. Table is student, and we'll add simple. So we have to set the answer value over here. So we can simply give if gs dot has role is admin. If it's admin, right, we will just reverse it out. If it's not admin, as we want default view only, right? So if it's not admin, then the answer should be, so I'll just put it in the brace. Then the answer should be if it's not admin, then the answer should be the view which we want to put. So it was test. Right? And you can simply save this out. You are done. Let's try it out. So if I go to the incident now as admin, open, we'll take the same incident and I should be able to see the default view with the admin notes in it. Perfect. Now if we impersonate it out with the Abraham Lincoln, who is not an admin, so it should have the test view. So let's go back. Incident, open incident. And you can see the incident, the view is already a test view, right? And if you open this out, that particular field will not be visible because the view is completely different, right? If we do unhide also, nothing will come. Perfect, right? Now you must be thinking, yeah, he will have an option to change the view, right? He has an option to change the view, but you can control this also out because you get this access to change the view if you have a view changer role. Okay, if you remove that particular role from the user profile, then they will not have the option to change the view also, and they have to stick to the view which you have defaulted to their profiles. One more thing which can come to your mind is like, still they will have an access that if you are smart enough, right? As Abraham Lincoln, you can go to incident.list. Will it? Oh, if you go to the incident view, you have this gear icon, right? You can simply go to the gear icon. You can go to the where's the admin notes. Admin notes. You can put it from here. Definitely, you can do that. But you can control this also. So how to control this out? We can cover that out also. So there is a property out there. I can show. So I can just end the impersonation, and I will show you what property we can set. So I will end the impersonation. This is the property through which you can control that gear icon also, right? And that you can disable that gear icon for some users. How you can do that? So there's a property out there. I'll just go /p, and the property name is glide.ui.list_mechanics.role. So basically, this property, what it does, okay? Currently, it will be empty only. It's an out-of-the-box property. It's a list of roles, comma separated, that can use the personalized list. If blank, all can. So currently it's blank, that's why all can use. But if you fill this out with, for example, admin, so that gear icon will only be available only for admins, right? If you want to try it out. So if we give the value as admin, we'll save this out. Perfect. It got saved, I guess. And now if we go to the impersonation, right? If we impersonate with the Abraham Lincoln now, let's see if he has that option now. This will instances nowadays became really slow. I don't know why. So if we go to incident, open incidents, because we want to look into the list view, and now that gear icon is gone, right? So control. So I have in today's tutorial, what we have seen that what are the threats or what are the vulnerabilities which are there when we are using UI policy or client script security measures, right? Okay, it's not hardcore kind of security things. Okay, but if you want to control it out, you can do it using view rule. And using view rule also, we have couple of privileges, right? Okay, which can still let the user to change the values. Okay, for example, they can change the view out. Okay, but you can control it out using the view changer role. Okay, the other option is like they can go to the list view and change the list layout and bring that particular field out to the list. You can control that using the property which I've shown. It's just this particular tutorial is just for the information purpose. It's not like that these are the best practices which we want to use. I'm just focusing on what are the different, you should be aware that what are the different measures you can take and what are the different methods through which you can control the things in terms of security. So this is all for today's tutorial. I hope you like it out. If you like it out, please subscribe to my channel so that you will get notified of my upcoming videos. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and have a nice day. Thank you.